out, we're going to get some drinks, we're going to have some dinner.
Hello guys, welcome back and welcome to Paris. 48 perfect hours in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. This trip was packed with amazing food and drinks and the perfect balance of chill and activity. I truly believe this is it, the perfect Parisian itinerary. After an early start to catch the Eurostar, we left our bags in one of the many lockers around the city so we could explore and enjoy the day before we needed to check into our Airbnb. We walked from Paris Gare du Nord up to the Sacre Coeur, and although it is a little bit of a workout getting up there with a number of stairs, it is a truly spectacular church with views across the entire city. I really recommend this as such a lovely place to start your Parisian adventure, to be able to take in the entire city from one gorgeous view. We then walked through the streets of Montmartre, enjoyed our first chilled drink of the trip, and ended up at La Maison Rose for lunch. We booked in advance because it is so small and there are very few tables, and we are so glad we did. The setting was stunning, the food was so good, and just look at the pavlova. Wow.
Just arrived in our little Parisian apartment. Doesn't get more Parisian than this, does it? Look at our little gardens. So pretty. And then this is our little kitchen area, everything we could possibly want. This is our little living room. Through here is the bedroom. Very nice, we've got wardrobes and everything. Another lovely little window, which I'll open. Oh, so nice. And then all the way through here must be the bathroom, which I fully haven't seen yet, so we can enjoy it together. Okay, cool, cute. Oh, it's so cute. Hi guys. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, look, we've got proper Aesop soaps and Aesop's conditioners. Amazing. Right, time for us to get the fans on because there is no aircon as you would expect in Paris. But we do have fans. There you go, Cameron's already on it. We've got fans, so we're gonna get all of those on because it is warm. We've been wandering around all morning and it is hot. I'm wearing this, which is very light and flow, but I might even put something lighter than this on. And then we're gonna head back out. Well, we might have a rest, have a shower, and then we're gonna head back out and get some drinks before dinner. So we're ready, we're gonna go out, we're gonna get some drinks, we're gonna have some dinner. We've made a right mess of this place, which is absolutely fine. It's just so cute. I will definitely link this Airbnb, it's so nice. But yeah, we're gonna go find ourselves something very nice and cold to drink, and we'll show you where we're having dinner. I've seen it highly recommended so much and I'm very excited.
We started our first evening in Paris at a local bar before heading to Malro. We are staying in the area Marais, which I would highly recommend. We were so spoiled for choice with amazing restaurants all on our doorstep. I'm already desperate to get back to Paris after how good the food was at Malro. The crispy cauliflower, pasta, and the spicy margaritas were 10 out of 10. The restaurant also had such a lovely atmosphere. It played really fun music which just got you into such a great mood to want to get out and explore this incredible city after dinner. After feeling very satisfied with some of that incredible food, we headed to a nearby bar called Bisou. Bisou was such a cool concept. You basically told them what type of drink you wanted, whether that was sweet or spicy, fruity, or with a particular spirit that you wanted. So you could say, I'd really love a whiskey-based cocktail, and they would create something for you, and the creations were honestly all so good. I highly recommend Bisou.
very lovely Paris. The weather is absolutely gorgeous this morning. Sorry if you can hear Cameron, he's just brushing his teeth in the background before we go out the door. I am dressed, I apologise. Honestly, the mess is truly next level in here. But I've got on probably my all-time favourite little Abercrombie dress. It is just so comfortable and perfect for hot weather. So I've got comfy shoes on for a day of walking around the city. We're gonna go get some breakfast first. Last night, dinner was so good. We literally had the best time. I recommend Malro restaurant so much if you're coming to Paris. And then afterwards, you just kind of walk around the corner to a bar called Bisou. And Bisou was so cool. There was like outdoor seating on the streets, very Parisian, and then indoor seating as well, where you could like listen to the music and it was a bit more kind of bar dancey vibes. It's a cocktail bar essentially, but the cool concept is that you just tell them the type of drink that you want. So you say, I fancy something sweet, or I fancy something sour, or I want something like refreshing, or I want something like hearty, and they basically come up with that cocktail for you. And they were all so good every single time. They just hit the nail on the head, which is such a fun concept. So we had such a lovely time. We're now gonna walk down towards the river. We haven't even seen the river yet because yesterday we were all up in the north. So we're gonna head down to the river and then we're gonna do a route around Paris. Today is our proper full day because we're only here for a weekend. So because today's Saturday, it's our only proper full day. So we want to cram in as much of Paris as we possibly can. But I need to start with a cup of tea and some breakfast, maybe even a coffee, because I did not sleep that well because it is so warm. So I may very well need a nice coffee.
After wandering through the streets of Paris towards the river, we stopped for breakfast at Chez, Julien. Right near the water, it was the perfect place for our first stop of the day. We shared truffle scrambled eggs. I mean, look how much truffle they used. Wow, wow. And a salmon and avocado croissant. Both were absolutely excellent. I had actually been recommended to visit Chez Julien for lunch. So depending on where you're staying in the city, if it lines up for you to go there for lunch, I have heard really good things. Our first monument of the day was visiting Notre Dame. A lot of the renovations are of course still going on since the fire in 2019, but it was beautiful to see, even from the outside, and to learn more about the details of the incredible renovation project that they're working on. And then we headed to the Louvre. We didn't go in, the queues are crazy, so it needs to be something you want to commit a whole day to if it's on your priority list. Seeing some of the best art in the entire world cannot be rushed. So after me trying to get a photo with the pyramid and Cam winding me up no end, we wandered to Palais Royal for another cold drink to escape the heat. Then it was time for lunch. We grabbed some sandwiches from a boulangerie. Of course, the bread was absolutely incredible. And we sat below the Eiffel Tower, which honestly was actual heaven. Can you think of a more perfect place for a picnic? After a lazy afternoon of ice cream and shopping and wandering the beautiful streets of Paris, we grabbed a bottle of champagne to enjoy while we got ready for dinner. Dinner was at Carbonis, a beautiful setting and such incredible food. I loved the lasagna sheet crisp that we were given to dip into our starters, which felt so unique. It felt like all the food here had such a unique twist. I have never had burrata with burnt orange and hazelnuts like that, but it was just stunning. And the pasta, I mean, I will let the clips of the pasta speak for themselves because, whew, probably some of the best pasta I've ever had. After one of probably the best dinners I've ever had, we headed downstairs to their private speakeasy called Bar Sotto, which felt like such a hidden gem. It was basically like caves or a wine cellar underneath the restaurant, and we spent the night sipping cocktails by candlelight, and it was absolutely perfect. We are officially checking out of our Airbnb. We have had such a lovely stay in this particular one. I will definitely link it because it's been the perfect location. We're right in like the foodie district, which is so perfect for us. We're actually going to spend the rest of today before we hop back on the train home exploring this local area, because we have kind of headed out of the area in the days for the last couple of days. The weather is thankfully slightly cooler today. It looks a little bit grey, but honestly I'm not mad about it. It's been so incredibly warm, so I finally got a bit of a longer dress on today. This dress is also Free People and so comfortable, and I think so cute, so I'll definitely link this one as well. But yes, let's go get some breakfast because despite how much food we're eating, we're actually super hungry. Time for some food. After a morning of pastries and coffee, we wandered to Victor Hugo's apartment. I really love my musicals, and Les Mis is undoubtedly my favourite. Exploring his apartment, the way he lived, and some of both his works and the works of artists and writers at similar times was such a lovely way to spend quite a rainy morning in Paris. Even though it was pouring with rain, it was still so warm and was actually so much fun. In the rain. And then, as we stopped off for our final lunch, the sun came out. We had to go for classic French for our final meal of the trip. This French onion soup was so good, I'm honestly still dreaming about it. Then, after filling ourselves up far too full, it was a walk in the sunshine to collect our bags and jump on the Eurostar home. There is truly nowhere in the world quite like Paris. This is your sign to add it to your shortlist of places to visit if it isn't at the top already. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have the very best week, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.